Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I just want to make sure, because one time I live streamed and you couldn't hear, and I had to go in and change something. But it should be okay. Hi, Ellen. Yeah, Bulldog is a great song, but I don't have it prepared for today. But I can put it on a list for next time, for sure. Because I've done so many songs on YouTube, some of them I forget. I have to go back and relearn them. So, I got Bulldog. Everyone can hear me? All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Great to see everybody. I see the question about the thumb pick. So I have a thumb pick around. I got a couple, and every so often I think that I'm gonna try it, and I get just so far, and then I kind of give up on it. I feel like it's like learning how to play all over again when I try to use the thumb pick. But I think I maybe we'll try it again. But I'm just so comfortable with the. I'm so comfortable with a flat pick that's kind of just what I do. The tip jar is, let's see. Tip jar is right here. Let's see. Yeah, the tip jar is there. Can you see the tip jar? It's the little glass. It's the little glass above the tips appreciated thingy. Top of the afternoon. All right, let's get it started. I'm going to start with one that was requested last live stream, which I think was like last October. And this one's called Diamond Head. All right, Diamond Head is recorded by The Ventures. See if I can answer a couple of questions. So, question is about my reverb, if it's off the amp. Right now, it's off the amp. I'm using a Fender Deluxe Reverb Tone Master, and it's not mic'd. There's an XLR out the back going straight into the mixer, and so the reverb is right here. So here's the reverb. It's set to about 5. If I set it to 10, though, check this out. Oh, just kidding. I put the bass to 10. Let's check the reverb to 10. Here it is, reverb on 10. That's a lot of reverb. So yes, I'm using reverb off the amp. And I got it about around 5. But I also have a Dan Echo pedal. And so let me get that going. The Dan Echo pedal sounds like this. Alright, so no reverb, just the Dan Echo pedal. Alright, that's the echo. So we got the echo, and I turn the reverb on, echo and reverb. Strings, I got a string pack right here. I'm not endorsing a product here, but these are the strings that I use. These are Ernie Ball regular slinky, 10 through 46 gauge, just regular slinkies. A lot of people ask if I'm using flat wounds, and I'm not. I've never used flat wounds. I just use regular 10s. So we got a request for Apache, which I definitely have ready. But I hope you don't mind. This is Apache as it was played by the Ventures. I love the version by the Shadows, but I prepared the Ventures version, which I also love. So here it is, Apache. All right, Apache. Robert, thank you so much for the tip. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I've never used a tank reverb unit. Nope. But I will say, as far as reverb goes, on most of my videos, I'm using a Fender style tube amp in Logic Pro, and that's where the reverb is coming from. It's software in the computer. But today it's from this Tone Master reverb amp. So I've heard of the Surfy Bear. I see a lot of people using it. It sounds great. I certainly would consider using it, but I just never got around to trying one out. But I certainly would be interested in a Surfy Bear at some point. So, Thinking Guitar, thank you so much. So the pick gauge, I'm using these blue Dunlop picks, and I can't see anything. It is just a one millimeter thick. 1 millimeter thick Dunlop picks is what I usually use. So the backing track for Rhapsody should be available soon. I think I have one more video to do. I wait till I have 10 videos, and then I submit, for licensing to be able to sell them. I have to pay a company so that it will allow me to sell them. So I have a batch of 10, and then I submit that, and then once I get the okay from them, I put it together. So I would say Rhapsody should be available within the next, the next few weeks, along with all the other tracks that I've done over the last several months. All 10 tracks, whatever I've done. So, let's see if we got any other questions that I missed. My dad's on here. Hi, Dad. A stalking from Dwayne Eddy. Something I should learn. I should learn some Dwayne Eddy. I think somebody mentioned that when I went live last week to announce this live stream. Somebody said you should try some Dwayne Eddy. For sure. It's something I should put on my list. Let's see. I'm adding it. I got Bulldog for the next one and Dwayne Eddy. All right, so this Jazzmaster is a 2014 Fender Classic Player, and I bought it used from Guitar Center in 2018, used. So it's made in Mexico, and everything is stock. Whatever came. They're Jazzmaster pickups for the Classic Player. It's got an Adjustomatic bridge. It doesn't have the original Jazzmaster style bridge. I haven't done anything to it except just regular upkeep, setups and things. Have the frets shaved so they don't stab my fingers. So that's it. 2014 Classic Player Jazzmaster, stock pickups, everything stock. All right, so let's see. We got next. Oh. Oops. I need somebody to run sound. Here we go, the next tune. A little bit of Malagueña. Shadowy Man on a Shadowy Planet. I'll add it to my list. Add it to my list. Oh, wow. Diego told your friend Eddie Angel. He's amazing. He was quite flattered and appreciative. Wow, that's wonderful. Eddie Angel is fantastic. I went to see the Straight Jackets when they came around here last summer, and it was amazing. It was great. Can't wait to see him again. And his playing is fantastic. All right, so the effects. So I have a picture here of my pedal board that I'm going to show you. Oops. So there's my pedal board. And so I have a tremolo pedal. I have a Dan Echo pedal, which is for the, for the drip, for the echo. And I have a blues driver, which gives me a little bit more drive, right? So I put the blues driver on. It gives you a nice breakup. And then I have a boost pedal. That's sort of that reddish pedal toward the end there. The boost pedal. Boost pedal gives you some edge. And then I have the tuner at the end there. So those are the pedals I like to use. So the echo is set. I can take a picture of it. Can I take a picture of it and put it up? Give me a sec. That's a good question. All right, let's see if I can. So let's see if I can share the picture of the settings on the echo. Might take too long. I don't want to. Let's see. All right, so here I got a picture of my echo pedal that I can show you. This is what I have it set to. All right, so there's my echo settings for the Dan Echo pedal, which gives me this. Oh, nope. Here it is. There we go. All right. So Diego's right. Better to play. All right, coming back to you. Let's get this camera back the way it was. All right, we're back. There we go. All right, let's hear some more surf. Next up, we have a little Journey to the Stars. I'm going to switch to my iPad to play the songs because my phone has not been working right. So, I've got my list here. How long have I been playing guitar? I started playing, so I'm going to say maybe about 32 years on and off. That's when I first started to play. What finger do I use to play my glissandos? So, let's see. Maybe the index finger, I think. Although sometimes middle finger. So I think maybe it depends. What guitar do I use for And Your Bird Can Sing? That's an Epiphone Casino that I played for And Your Bird Can Sing. I do have an Epiphone Casino. I don't play it as often as I should, though. It's great. But I just always want to play the Jazzmaster. So, see, did I miss any other questions? Oh, thank you so much, Dennis. Thank you so much. All right. Let's play a little Runaway. right, Runaway. I'm getting over a cold. My dad says too bad I didn't sing Runaway. Well, I'm getting over a cold, so I can't really sing, so. But there is a video of me singing Runaway on my channel from a long time ago. And when I play out, I usually play with an acoustic and I sing, and I usually do Runaway at the end. So. Do I do one-on-one lessons? Diego asked. I don't do one-on-one lessons online. I don't know if I have the time to do that because my full-time job is a teacher. I teach music in a middle school, and I teach chorus. And so, in my spare time, I like to make the videos and make the music. I don't know when I would fit online lessons in. But if I ever did have the time, I would be certainly open to teaching some online lessons if I had time some point down the line. Thank you so much, Robert McDowell. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Is my tremolo bar stock? So this trem is stock. Came with the guitar. Thank you, Diego. I will keep that in mind. Bulldog, please. I know. Ellen wants to hear Bulldog. Bulldog is coming up in the next live stream. I don't have it ready for this one. I'm sorry. The bridge on my Jazzmaster, Dudley asks. Hi, Dudley. Dudley Workman. The bridge on my Jazzmaster is an Adjust-O-Matic, so it's not the vintage style Jazzmaster bridge that they used, when they first made Jazzmasters, or like you would get if you got an American original Jazzmaster or an American vintage Jazzmaster. Those have, very unique bridges to Jazzmasters. This is an Adjust-O-Matic bridge, and this is what comes on the classic player, which I find very reliable. I don't have any issues with tuning. People always ask. But I've also heard the original Jazzmaster bridges are fine with tuning as long as it's set up right. So, but I don't have really any experience with those. All right, let's hear another song here. So, let's slow it down a little bit. Sleepwalk. My opinion of the best spring reverb pedal for the drip. I have to be honest, I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of reverb pedals. I like this Dan Echo pedal. I like the reverb on this amp, but there's tons of reviews and people playing on YouTube, and there's all sorts of great gear out there. But I don't really feel comfortable recommending because I don't have a lot of experience. I just kind of settled into what I use, and that's really all I can speak on. Gandy Dancer. Oh, let me add that to my list for next time. Gandy Dancer. And I have to add Walk Don't Run 64 to my list for next time. Because I saw somebody else was asking for it. Favorite surf guitar player? So I really love Noki Edwards. I know that, he was also more of a country player and a rock and roll player, but the stuff that he plays, I think is really inspiring. He's such a talented, amazing player. Home improvement theme song, surf style. That's a good idea. There's a lot of guitar in that anyway, right? So that would work out well. Let's see. Thank you, Stephen. And thank you, Arnaldo. All right, let's keep it moving here. Speaking of greatest surf guitar player, maybe the award goes to this guy. Thank you so much, Janine. I really appreciate the tip. Thank you so much. This will be available on YouTube. Unless I mess up so bad that it's embarrassing and then I have to delete the video completely. No, I'll leave it up. It's good. So yes, this video will be right on YouTube. Brian V asked me what was the most challenging video, the most challenging song to learn for a video. I did, can't think of the name of the song. Jazz standard. Oh God, I can't think of the name of the song. Gotta look it up. I'll tell you what was challenging was the Low Straitjackets one I did recently. Okay, that part I had, right? But then when you got to, see, I have to go back and learn it again. It's been a while since I've played it. So that is New Siberia was the one of the more challenging, New Siberia. But what song am I thinking of? I have to look it up. That was very challenging. Jazz standard. The Ventures covered it a couple of times. And I can't think of it. I'm going to get back to playing. I just can't think of it. But I did it. Let's see. I see. Oh, Caravan. Caravan. So Caravan was by far the most challenging one that I learned because there's all sorts of yeah. I'd have to get back to practicing it, learn it over again. So yeah, Caravan was definitely one of the most challenging ones that I did on YouTube. All right, let's see what else we have here for today. Let's see. How about a little pipeline? Tried to play New Siberia, but those fast 16th notes are killing me. I know, they killed me. Well, not literally, I'm still here, but... yeah. But this, you know, to get that... I learned you gotta loosen up on the pick. You have to really be... You know, there's a point where... You could get it so you could just comfortably go back and forth slowly. You know, and then was really, it was a challenge. But, I feel like I learned a lot going through that song. And then there's the solo section too, where he's lots of just really cool stuff. It's great, but it was very challenging. I'd love to see you do tutorial on the good, the bad, and the ugly. I haven't done that, but I'll add it to my list. I have a running list of things that I'd like to try. So let's see. All right, so let's see what we get next. How about a little guitar boogie shuffle by the Ventures? Originally by Arthur Smith. Here we go, guitar boogie shuffle. Guitar Boogie Shuffle. Is anyone familiar with the original by Arthur Smith? It's on acoustic. It's crazy. Like, it's amazing what he's playing there. Arthur Smith. You should look it up. Guitar Boogie Shuffle by Arthur Smith. And of course, Tommy Emmanuel. We know Tommy Emmanuel, like guitar player from another planet, right? That guy, he does a version of Guitar Boogie Shuffle. That's amazing too. So. How much do I have to pay to license a backing track? I think it's like, well, it changes. It's like 20 something bucks per song, but then if you sell more, you got to go back and pay another fee. Depends on how many you sell. It's kind of complicated, but it's in the $20 range. We've seen a number of your guitars. This is from Brian V. We've seen a number of your guitars on the channel. When I sit down to practice, I gravitate toward this, the Jazzmaster. Just love how it looks and sounds and feels great to play. So yeah, thank you, Steve, so much for the tip. So yeah, so it's about 20 bucks a song. to get the to get the permission to sell the backing tracks. So. When I'm myself learning something new, so Robert says, when I'm myself learning something new, do I find the picking or fret position harder to learn? I'm not sure what you mean, Robert. When I'm myself learning something new, do I find the picking or fret position harder to learn? Like which? I think I probably struggle with control in the picking hand. That's something which that New Siberia song really helped with. So probably the picking tends to be the challenge. And if I let it go, like if I'm not deliberate practicing it, like pick direction, it can really get sloppy real quick. So I try to stay on top of that for the songs to make sure I know which picking direction I'm supposed to be, going when I play certain things. So gauge strings I use on the Jazzmaster. On all my electrics I use these Ernie Ball. I don't know if you could see them, it's kind of bright. But yeah, regular slinky, not super slinky. Regular slinky Ernie Ball, 10 through 46. Just standard electric guitar strings. They're not flat wounds. They're not 11s or 12s or just regular. So, Beach Boy tune, Lonely Sea, that's a good idea. I've done a couple of Beach Boys in the past. I did Surfer Girl and Surfin' USA. But I'll write down Lonely Sea. Do I know how to sweep pick? I mean, I've practiced it once, about 20 years ago. But it's not something I do all the time. So I guess no. I guess I don't know, but I could learn again. Have I tried writing or composing? So I do. I like to write songs. And I've been working on writing some songs. This is a question from Lampstand. So I've been writing some songs, and they're not in the surf style. They're more pop rock, I guess you would say, style guitar. I always think of like the Beatles maybe style, or also like early to mid 90s alternative rock style type songs maybe. So I do write songs, and I would like to in the next year put out some original songs. It would be singing, and I'd record them at home. So that's something I look forward to trying in the future. I have not played anything from the Aqua Velvets, Robert. Do I use hard, medium, or... So this pick, you're talking about my pick? Let's see. So this pick is 1 millimeter. So I guess that's a hard pick. Let's see if I missed any. All right. Let's see what else we have here. I know what we can do. A little painted black. Now this is a live stream and it's informal, right? So I'm going to try that intro again. I like to do it without the capo because it's a pain to get the capo, take the capo off. We just do it without the capo. Let's try that again. Oh, I won't leave the surf behind, Diego. I see your comment there. I won't leave the surf behind. But it's funny, before I played surf, I used to write songs, and always wanted to be like a singer-songwriter type, mostly inspired by the Beatles, and then 90s modern alternative rock, that kind of thing. So let's see, did I miss any questions? I do have a Facebook page, David. I think it's called Tom Conlon dash Guitar and Vocals, something like that. There's a link. I think there's a link to my Facebook page on my YouTube videos, I think. So, yeah, you can check me out. And I do have an Instagram as well, which is TomCon21 on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, sometimes before I put a video up, I'll be practicing it, and I'll turn my phone on and just kind of play a little bit of it and put it up on Instagram, sort of as a preview of the video that I'm going to put up on YouTube. So you can check me out on Instagram and Facebook. Hi, Joseph. Please consider Reef Break by the Atlantics. Sure. I'll check it out. Let's see, Reef Break. All right, see, I think we've gone through a lot of songs. We've got a couple left. Somebody requested Surf Rider. So, it's time for a little Surf Rider. So, do I ever threat? Yes. David asks, do you ever fret with your thumb? Yes, I do. Especially, I mentioned before, when I sing, I play out locally and sing with an acoustic guitar, and with the acoustic, I definitely fret with my thumb. You know, for sure. Like a chord like this, if I'm playing an F, I might bring the thumb around to fret on the 6th string there. Dreamland by Los Straitjackets, yes. I'm going to add that right now. James, thank you. Dreamland. All right. A couple more. Let's see. So this is one I did about a year ago, and it's a lot of fun to play. And I think everybody knows this song. All right. Of course, I'm sure some of us have seen the film Easy Rider, which is a great film. Thank you so much, Colonel David. Thank you so much. So I am using, Fat Scott asked, am I using reverb? So I'm using reverb from this amp, plus I have an echo pedal. I got a picture of the echo pedal. Oh no, I removed it. So, yeah, I got a picture from the echo pedal. I mean, echo from the echo pedal. So I take the echo pedal off, and this is just reverb. When I turn the reverb all the way up to 10, that's a lot, right? I got the reverb at about 5. Okay? And I have a switch that controls it, turns it on and off. And then this is the echo pedal. Now, it's very good for rockabilly, right? Like, right? But I usually use them both. So we get the reverb, and we get a little echo. Trying to surf. Oh, Born to Be Wild. Thank you, Diego. I came upon a version that the Ventures do. They do Born to Be Wild, which I wasn't even aware, but it's a late 60s record, I think, that they released. One of the songs is Born to Be Wild, so I kind of took a lot of their ideas for the guitar for that. So, Angel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. When will I have more tabs for download? Well, as far as the tabs, I know a lot of people ask for the tabs. I make them quickly for the video. They're not presentable. Like, I copy and paste and do all kinds of things to manipulate them so that I can put them in the video. So I would have a lot of preparing to do to make the tabs presentable, to make available. That's the first problem. The second problem is I don't know if I can legally sell tabs to songs that I didn't write. You know, like I can do the YouTube videos of cover songs, that's no problem. But as far as having tabs available, at this point I just don't see how it's possible. But I'm always thinking about ways that I can maybe make them available. But I would have a lot of work to do to make them available because there's so many videos I've done. And I save the tabs, but they're not in a presentable format where I could just give them to someone and they would be able to read them. They're cut and, you know. So I know that a lot of people ask for the tabs, and at this point there's not much I can do, but in the future, who knows? I'm trying to think of a solution so that you can access the tabs. Oh yeah, the Mystery Train lick. I've just been playing so much surf, you know, for the channel that I haven't really gotten the rockabilly chops going. You know, but there are so many great rockabilly players, even on YouTube, that actually I'm just like amazed. You know, like I'd love to be able to play like that. So. Trying to see if I missed. David asked, how much do I practice? I practice, I mean, at this point I'm practicing to learn the videos. So maybe it's 1 to 2 hours a day average I'll spend. And it's usually to learn the music, to come up with ideas for the videos. I want to make more time to practice to get better, but I find that with my schedule and everything, what I usually have time for is to make the videos. So I'm practicing to learn new songs, which is great. I love to do that anyway. All right, I think I have one more tune today. I think I did everything that I planned to do. One more classic tune, and this is a tune that I played. Oh no, what am I saying? I got 2 more songs. 2 more songs to go. All right, so this is one that I played last week when I announced the live stream, but you always got to throw it in there because it's one of the greatest instrumentals ever recorded. Isa, hi. You're here for your dad. Who is your dad? Do I know your dad? David. David, I never met any of the original Ventures. No, I did not. Unfortunately. Oh, and also I wanted to mention, someone mentioned earlier Greg Townsend, and I saw the Lost Straight Jackets. He's one of the guitar players. He's phenomenal, and I was so happy to see. He follows me on Instagram, Greg Townsend, um, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, he watches, and he commented on New Siberia, Greg Townsend. So that was awesome, to be followed by a player of his caliber was great. I know, that's what I hear. So many people got started playing guitar with Walk Don't Run. So, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, Isa, but let me know if I know your dad, because you say you're here for your dad. And, well, that's okay, James. James is late to the party, but this video will be up on YouTube if you want to check it out after I'm done. So I have one more song today. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I see another question. Have I ever played a Maserati? Only if I see one at the store. I've tried them out, but I don't know if I've ever actually played one. I feel like maybe I saw one, tried it out someplace. But I don't have a lot of experience with the Maserites, but certainly intrigued, interested. I would certainly own one and try one at some point, but I don't have a lot of experience with the Maserites. Thank you, James. I really appreciate it. The first album I ever bought was a cassette, and I'm pretty sure it was Aerosmith Pump. That was the first album I ever bought. So as I was, as I was getting older, maybe middle school age, and starting to want to get music, remember I bought Aerosmith Pump. I had Milli Vanilli, Girl You Know It's True. These are not the selections that you expected to hear, probably. But I remember the first couple of CDs I bought when I got a CD player, and I was a little bit older. I got the Doors' Greatest Hits, which was a double disc set. I love the Doors. I still love the Doors. And the White Album. I got the White Album, which is also a double disc set. Those are the first two CDs I bought when I got a CD player when I was in, I think, 8th grade. And I love the Doors so much. I love the Beatles so much, and I love the White Album. The White Album is my favorite record of all time. So, those are pretty good answers for the first album I ever bought. But if we're being honest, it was Aerosmith Pump, and then we had Milli Vanilli, Girl You Know It's True. Oh, and Vanilla Ice to the Extreme. We're talking 1989, 1990. So, thank you so much. Isa, I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much. That means so much. I love Summer in the City, but I don't know how to play it. But that's a good suggestion, David. Summer in the City. The Ventures Rawhide. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna add that to my list. Summer in the City and Rawhide. Lots of good ideas. I think I was supposed to see Milli Vanilli in concert, but they canceled. They got canceled because there was the big, the big scandal that they didn't actually sing on their record. It was not them, so the concert was canceled. But I did see Vanilla Ice in concert. So I got Summer in the City and Rawhide by the Ventures. I did see, Vanilla Ice in concert. I saw, back then, the girl group Expose. Does anyone remember Expose? I saw them in concert. I've seen Extreme. And, you know, and then later on I just saw a really cool Elvis impersonator in concert a couple weeks ago. Leo Days. It was really good. It was a good show. All right, so I love the Beatles too. Thank you so much. Oh, Cry for a Shadow. Cry for a Shadow is a good one to add. That's a Beatles, yes, it's credited to Lennon, McCartney, and Harrison. I got a recording of that. That's one I need to do. That's a great song. I love the Beatles. I love all eras of the Beatles. I love the early Beatles, you know, the middle Revolver Beatles, and then the later Beatles. I love all of it. So, huge fan. Howard, thank you so much. It means so much. Okay, Adventures Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Oh, yes, Les, thank you. Rawhide was by Link Ray, but somebody requested Rawhide as played by The Ventures, I think, earlier in the chat. So I did do Rawhide by Link Ray. I did a Rawhide and Rumble kind of medley earlier, not too long ago. Oh, slapback echo from the mic. Is it okay? Is it distracting? What was I going to write? Over the Rainbow. Over the Rainbow Ventures. I wonder why I'm getting a slap back from the mic. I have just a tiny bit of reverb. If I turn the reverb up on the mic, check that out. Hello. All right, so I got one more song I'm going to do for everybody today. And I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out. And can't wait to do another live stream. I get another crop of songs ready, plus some of the real favorites. And Hard Day's Night Surf. Yes, I haven't played that since I made the video, though. But I can add that to the list. See what I can do. Robert, I don't have any ebooks planned. But yeah, I don't have any ebooks planned. I'm trying to think of what I could do for an ebook. You know, what else could I write about? I'm borrowed by the Atlantics. Great Aussie surf band. Okay. I'll check it out. All right, so thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I got one more tune I'm going to play today, and then I'm going to go practice and work on some more videos for YouTube. It means so much to me that everybody's here, and thank you, everybody, for your donations and tips, and hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend and a great week, and hope everybody's new year is off to a good start. right. Thank you, everybody, very much for listening and tuning in and hanging out. It's been a pleasure to play for everybody, and I really sincerely appreciate everybody's support. Hope everybody has a great night.